Howdy everybody, thought I'd introduce myself to the class. My name is Daniel Bosch, and to give you a little something about where I grew up. I grew up in New York, as you could probably tell by my lovely Florida accent, and I lived in Levittown. Had family that lived in Queens and upstate, so I grew up around Levittown. I was attending Northside Elementary School, if any guys are from there, and I grew up there until I was about 8 years old and thoroughly enjoyed it. Missed the snow, of course. What kid wouldn't? And then I happened to move down here and attend 4th grade was the first year I was enrolled. But I am 17 right now as a high school senior. So we can see that I was enrolled in 4th grade early. They wanted to keep me back in 3rd, but I was in between age groups, so I'm now currently a very, very young senior and would be an old junior, so I'm stuck in the in-between age. A little bit about me now. I played football for Eastridge High School. I'm not looking to go on any sports scholarship. Enjoyed playing football, played it since I was very little, and I live in Claremont. And I am a dual enrollment student at Lake Sumter. Now to tell you something a little about my pets. I have a dog and I have 2 birds. I have a dog that is a terrier that probably weighs about 30-40 pounds overweight. And we know for terriers that they're not very big dogs. So having a dog that should be around 20 pounds, that's around 50 or 60, is a pretty little plumpy energetic dog. And then 2 birds, I have 2 parrots. They try to sing and they try to talk, but most of the time they don't really make sense. And they just do a lot of squawking, even though they're very cool animals. Let's talk about a bucket list now, because I'm a very outgoing person and loves to do some crazy things. So the first thing on my bucket list is to go skydiving. I know some of you guys might think that seems crazy out there, but I've always wanted to go skydiving, and when I turn 18, I am going to try to do that as maybe my 18th birthday present. Talk about my family. I am one of 2 children. I have an older sister who is currently enrolled at FSU. I have 2 parents that live at home with me and a grandma. My grandma is 92 years old, and she's still kicking along pretty well and making our life hell. I mean, she acts like she's around 70. Somehow, age doesn't really catch up to that lady. And my mother and father, my dad is a detective for the state, and my mother stays at home. And since my sister's at FSU, I've been kind of an only child for the past year, since we're a year and a half in age gap. So now I get to experience what it's like being an only child and maybe getting spoiled a little bit. Other than that, howdy everybody, my name's Danny, and I'm glad to start this semester off and start working with you guys.